Hi. Welcome, welcome.
Combat is a lot smoother in Kingdom Hearts 2 for sure. And I want a 100% Kingdom Hearts 2. And Kingdom Hearts 3. But I don't know if I want to mess around on hard mode in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm just not nearly as confident.
Ariel, wait! Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
Nailed it, Donald.
Oh, relax, Sebastian. They don't look like one of them. Right, Flounder?
I don't know. There's something weird about them.
That's just Donald's face. He can't help it.
What do you mean? They do seem a little different. Where are you from?
We're from kind of far away. And we're not really used to these waters,
No, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Oh, don't worry.
Why would King Triton have a problem? Like, we're not the problem. I didn't even see him standing there. He like went off the camera. Goofy's pretty peak. I think the butt fin is to separate him from being a mermaid, right? He's not like a merman. He's specifically like part dolphin or shark. At least that's the only thing that makes sense.
Good job! Now let's move on to self-defense!
Sebastian!
Eh? Class is over! Good luck!
I want to go to Disney World. That would take me a long time to save up for. Are we good? Oh, okay, we're good. Such a violent world. Just hit everything. I do like the music, and most of the world physics are... I feel like the enemies move around in a way that's specifically designed around the fact that combat is awkward in the water. So it's kind of not as bad, but it's not as fun as fighting on the land. And if you had just played Kingdom Hearts 2 and like, or you've played Kingdom Hearts 2 and you try and come back to this game, it's definitely Clunkicus Maximus. What sucks is that, like, I think you get frost gems and thunder gems here. It's ridiculous. Hi, Feifei. Ooh! She has Lucky Strike? See ya. Right? Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike. Awesome. We got Leaf Bracer. We got Second Chance. We're as safe as we can be. My problem isn't the park admission, it's however much planes cost, and then where you stay is more expensive than... So like the hotel, the plane, having to park your car at the airport, money for food. Like, that's the expensive part.
Fire!
That was weird. I couldn't lock onto that one. Driving there, that could help. Hey, look, a doodad. I'm so happy. I thought it was just gonna be Aladdin that had Lucky Strike. Because I checked Jack, and Jack didn't have Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike is a really big deal. So, in Proud Mode, I take more damage, but then so do Donald and Goofy. So Donald actually dies more than he did in, like, your normal mode playthrough. And a lot of the party characters, like the per world characters, also have a way to heal. So you don't really lose out by swapping them. And because they changed how it worked in this game versus the original, you can't even like miss out on the Red Trinity in Halloween Town in Oogie Boogie's Manor. So if you want to play with the world character, you can. I just chose to swap out Donald because 3 characters with Lucky Strike is a really big drop boost. And every gem that I get casually as I'm just playing through the storyline is a pretty big help. Because we'll still be back here. Oh, we'll be back. Oh, come on. He was right there. Goofy. Goofy! What the yuck? He has no chill. Get him, Ariel. Don't mind me. I'm just opening clams. So the pink clams that you see here, these whitish, white pinkish clams, they open up with just a standard attack. There are some clams that are specific colors that need a spell. Like you saw me hit that orangey one with fire and it opened up. The items in these don't regrow either, so... Mithrils, orichalcums, it's all really good for me. Man, getting to the palace is weird. Well, Thunder's starting to not do any damage. We haven't even seen the big ones yet. Clams? You know, I don't think I've ever had fresh clams. I think as long as they're good and they don't have, like, the gritty dirt thing in them. But I will say, most of my clam exposure has been canned clam chowder. I feel like shellfish is such a common allergy too. I wonder what it is about our species that shellfish is just such a common allergy. Yeah, I don't have the allergy either. We'll come back for them. These are the Thunder Gem dudes. Oh gosh, they're even worse in the water. I would have preferred gargoyles at this rate. My allergies are actually to, like, fruits. That's one gem. I'm proud of. I probably need, like, 15 of them. Continue. How come one of them is, like, weird and the other two are, like, normal swimming?
As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside this palace.
Good.
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel, when will you listen? It's dangerous out there. Strange creatures lurk outside.
Behold, you swim before the ruler of the seas.
His Majesty King Triton. And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
Did she just like ascend slightly without moving? That was weird.
We came to find the keyhole.
The what?
What's that?
Well, it's
There's no such thing. Certainly not here.
But Daddy...
Oh.
Ariel, not another word.
You know, that's kind of Goofy's
You are
fault.
not to leave the palace. Is that clear?
Like, that's not something we should be telling people.
Perhaps I'm being too strict.
Right. I wasn't insinuating that fish can't move without moving their fins in the water. I was insinuating that the game code did something funny and she just kind of like went whoop.
Now I'm quite curious about this keyhole. That need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
And I told you to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
You know, honestly, if you had just been honest with Ariel in a way that you're honest with a child about how playing in the road is dangerous and that's why we don't play in the road. Like, if you had just told Ariel that Ursula was super dangerous because she transforms people and you don't get your form back, maybe it would have been a completely different story. But then at that point, I feel like it would have ended in the same disaster because at that point she would have been like, well, then Ursula for sure could help me be human. So, I guess maybe he is in the right. No means no. At this specific, like, example, I don't think elaboration would have worked on Ariel. Some kids it would have worked. Some kids are just, what is it? The eighth of 8 daughters. Like, they literally had so many. Right? I don't know if Ariel is 7 or 8, but they have a lot of daughters. And I'm pretty sure most princesses have way more, like, ladies in waiting or, like, attendants. This movie was just built to be a disaster. She's the 7th, yeah. 7 is a lot of daughters. To single parent. Did the guy who voiced Sebastian voice Sebastian in this game? Yuck him up, Ariel. Don't take his shit. It's weird that for how iconic the angle of what they just did was, and her grotto and that song in the movie, like, it's so weird that this part has no voice acting. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how sometimes it's dubbed and then sometimes it's not. I will say though, out of all of the princesses of heart in this game, Ariel definitely has like... Is Ariel one of the princesses of heart? Of all the princesses in this game, she has more voice than others. Princess Jasmine literally says, Aladdin, sorry. Like, that's it. It's weird that she wouldn't be a princess of heart, but Ursula is one of the villains. They definitely made some choices. And hi, Toast. What's really weird is you have to do this to flag the dolphin. Right? Like, you can see the big fish swimming around. It's the dolphin. But until you come in here and specifically talk to... Like, even that cutscene we just saw doesn't flag for it. You have to talk to Flounder. Because, you know, normal things. But it wouldn't be that weird, Pidgey. Like, she has two forms in the movie. In fact, in the sequel, she's human for a lot of it. Right? And they have a daughter. And she gets out of the water every time they have, like, a meeting of assholes. Absolutely, Dafty. If you button mashed through it or couldn't read, you would be left floundering. How's it going, Bucket Toast? Gotcha. But are you gonna go where I want you to go? Of course not. Look at that. Ariel can even cast Arrow on you.
See ya.
Who needs Donald? Who needs Donald without Lucky Strike? Okay. Get him, Goof. Ooh, an ether. At the age of 95, that's actually an accomplishment. My grandma turned 90 and is... Well, I mean, she's 93 or 94 now, but like when she turned 90, she was just like, okay, I hit 90, the Lord can take me any day now. So apparently 90 is just the milestone of like, okay, now this is getting old. Oh, that's right. For some reason, they absorbed thunder, didn't you know? Wasn't that obvious, Fivehead? Wait a minute, didn't I already fight down here? I did. Oh my gosh! It's the white mushrooms. So these white mushrooms are for the pink Agarius, the Rish Dance guy. The Rish Dance guy appears in 2 places, and he's actually undoable in this one. He shouldn't even spawn here. I don't know what they were thinking. Just let me grab the dolphin. That's not a euphemism. There we go. Whee! Dolphin things. It's the only way to get here. You gotta talk to Flounder so you can get with the dolphin in the calm waters part of the map to come here. Also, that's very rude. I was hitting my lock-on button and it didn't lock onto this. Mithril shards, good, good. Making those sucks. Can't do this yet. You can just tell. You can just tell it's gonna be a bad time by the angle, you know? Like, the music stopped. You know, he's a very cute shark, for what it's worth. I think he's very cute. He reminds me of the shark from Freddy Fish. There's like, the squid father has 2 sharks that work for him. And he reminds me of the big one. Like, look what the camera does when you come over here. He's chonky. We got the thingy. It's time to pass out. It is getting late, isn't it? Have a great night. Everybody check your clock. Everybody check your drink. Did you remember to eat? Is it time to unshrimp for anybody else? I almost just put the controller into my lap, even though I was like, look, a shark! Chonkadonkus. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Ooh. Shark hits like a truck. Damn, Ariel! Get him, Ariel! Ariel don't fuck around. Chonkadonkus is what you call one of your sausage dogs? You have dachshunds? Hi, Dove. I really want to play The Little Mermaid on the NES. It was my first video game. And then there's a randomizer. Which, who knows how that works, right? It'll be good, though. It's gotta be good. Mushrooms? Damn it. Probably for the best it wasn't mushrooms, but still. Damn, Ariel, chill out. Ariel's the real shark here. She got blood in the water and just went crazy. At some point, I get the ability, it might be from Merlin, to force an encounter every time you go into an area. Well, she also, like, has defensive stuff, right? Anybody who can put arrow on Sora on proud mode is a huge benefit. So she has a form of arrow and she has lucky strike. I think she has a cure as well. Dove, is it September yet? It's your sleeping time. It is very late. Have a great night. I hope you get some rest. I thought that Cozy was a Pikmin. It's close though. Good night. Everybody check your clocks. Make sure you don't have to go to bed. It's also okay if you go to bed early because it's been very hot and I too am drained. I guess I took the wrong exit. Yeah, I did. Whoops.
Come on.
That's fine. I actually quite like this idea of a Heartless. I just don't understand why it absorbs thunder and why they put frost and thunder gems here. It's a squid? Interesting. I don't know if I have enough magic, but would you like me to try and see if we can see the pink Agarius? Let's try. I can't fight him properly, but here he is. Look at him go. I thought it was like part of the chicken dance, but maybe? My favorite touch is the little hearts on his mushroom cap. So this thing drops items that nothing else in the game drops. You see how you can lock onto 2 different places on him? So you need to cast stop. And then you have to hit the top part as many times as you can before it regains motion. And the only way to hit it the maximum of 100 times is to use the ability Ragnarok, which you can't use in the water. So the fact that it spawns in Atlantica is just very unfair. You have to fight it in deep jungle. And the more you hit it in the top part, the more it like bounces and wiggles, and then it'll drop serenity powers, which you'll need for synthesis. The black mushrooms have like a special item, and they all drop mystery goo. Which sounds awful, but... Oh no! Did you get him? Okay. The big squid guys have a higher chance of dropping the item if they don't break into little guys. Apparently. Allegedly. So, if you get them low, try and hit them with magic to finish them off. Yeah, it's not possible to hit the boss enough times to get the serenity power. So the fact that it even spawns in Atlantica is just really rude. They could have done something else, you know? Honestly, I think the blue mushrooms would have been a really cool addition in that little area. Even if you couldn't get them. Like, with Aeroga, you could get them, and the fact that it's all, like, one vertical room would have taught you that, oh, they're a lot easier to juggle in a place that's strictly vertical. So you should have just been able to spawn blue mushrooms in that room and not the pink Agaricus. For the Ultima weapon, I think... I'm not sure exactly what Serenity powers are for, but if you played Kingdom Hearts 1.5, you've done it. Yeah. If you synthesized everything in 1.5. The original doesn't have them. Like, the PS2 version does not have that guy. Uh-oh.
I told you not to leave the palace.
What a narc.
Daddy, no! How could you?
What do you mean? He literally left all your forks and spoons.
You're from another world, aren't you?
Huh?
Huh?
Then you
Idiots.
must be the key bearer.
How did you know?
You think Bro Sidon, Lord of the Broshin, wouldn't know about the fucking Keyblade? Come on, Sora. You're making us look bad.
As the key bearer, you must already know one must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Of course I know that, but...
You have violated this principle. The key bearer shatters peace and brings ruin.
Oh, Sora's not like that.
I'd like to know more about that part of the prophecies of the Keyblade wielders, you know?
There is no room in my ocean for you or your key.
Yeah, so I have the PS4 version, the story so far, which is a really good version, but Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 should also have it. The final mix versions. Yeah, so he destroyed my crystal that I found that fit into the thing. Because it was gonna spawn the keyhole.
She can be of some help. Yes, maybe she can be of some help to you.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, she would surely help you. She'd make all your dreams come true. Ursula can help.
You called, my dear?
You're Ursula. Well, I was just wondering if...
It's all right. Helping others is what I live for. Let me guess. You wish to see other worlds. That shouldn't be too hard. After all, your new friends came from another world.
What?
But they had special help. That mysterious key. Now, cheer up.
I just assumed that Catch-22 would have just been, she would just put her in any world and then it would have like no water, right?
Listen,
Like, you can go to Agrabah, and she's just like screwed, right? So I went to that sunken ship and I found a little crystal trident that fit into this little like slotted area. And then the king came in and destroyed it. Which, I mean, he would have known to keep an eye on the fin traffic, not the foot traffic. He would have known to keep an eye on the fin traffic here because we mentioned the keyhole. So he would have known. Because, I mean, for, like, you know, in the movie, he's portrayed as, like, this, like, overbearing psychopath. But, like, Ursula is actually dangerous. Like, he would do anything for Ariel. And Ursula knows that. Like, she's such a powerful bargaining chip in the hands of the Sea Witch. And we don't even know what she did that was so bad that she got kicked out of the palace. I think it was more than just like taking advantage of all those people that she has in her weird little kelp thing garden. You know, like the mermaids that got turned into the little guys. So, like, she got kicked out for a good reason. And he's just like, please, just don't talk to the Sea Witch. And then she talks to the Sea Witch. And he's a good dad. He would trade his life for hers in a heartbeat. And I feel for her because it's like she should have been warned about how tricksy and manipulative Ursula is, but there was no way to accurately warn Ariel about how dangerous Ursula is without also keying her into the fact of how powerful Ursula is. And it's not like Ariel's fascination with humans is new. So it's like, well, and she's so like headstrong and stubborn. It really is a lose-lose situation. Did they ever release why they recolored a bunch of the Heartless, or all of the Heartless, when they did Final Mix? He appears here a lot, too, and it's just like, damn, you know? I mean, it does look lively. Wow, well, I guess we're over here now. The shark can spawn over here? What? What's the shark doing here? I don't think I've ever seen the shark over here. What the fuck? Why do I have Donald again? Oh yeah, Ariel's gone. Ooh, he's worth a lot. I'm not saying that sharks don't deserve to be able to be making their way downtown. I just didn't know he could. Because the dangerous thing about stuff like Sabor in Deep Jungle and this shark here is that they spawn without spawning in. Does that make sense? Like, they just exist in their area. So if you're prone to just not paying attention and talking to your chat on twitch.tv/Loverish, then there's a really high chance that you'll just get bit. I barely noticed him. Hi, friend. Whee! I didn't realize that Donald, like, straddled him like that. Why is it Donald stuck to Goofy or something? This is weird. I love that emote. Ariel is a protagonist that becomes somewhat less sympathetic as an adult. Absolutely. I still love her, though. I still remember when the movie came out as a child, and I had, like, a cassette tape of the songs. Are you serious? What's the progression flag then? Oh, I didn't go back to the throne room. Oh, I'm such a dumb fish, you know? You still own it on VHS? Yeah. Some of those old Disney VHSs have my favorite smell in the world. Minard, I don't know if you've ever been here for any of the times where we've brought up my favorite smell. Because, you know, I sniff quite a bit. I do have a favorite smell. And it's the inside of one of those white Disney VHS cases. Like, not how like you open it and you get the VHS out of it, but like if you keep opening it and like the label part flips up, that plasticky part under where the label sits. I actually don't know if they still smell like that in 2025. It is. It's a good sniff. Let me know if you guys have another sniff that you really like. Like, I know having a favorite smell is not like the kind of question you expected to hear today, but like, do you have a favorite smell? Do you have a smell that just like means something? Like top tier smell? Scent is one of the strongest senses tied to memory. Oh my gosh, the shark is just all over here. Is he like supposed to like passively tell you where you should be going? Oh, also, should we be telling people that the Fruities applications are open until the end of the month? Next month? And they're open for Fruities and Cuties. Cuties being Fruities stream team specific grouped allies in the Discord. So even if you're straight, you can be considered. The Fruities are recruiting if you guys are interested in joining my stream team.
If you can take me there without your daddy knowing,
Book smell?
I can help you get to these other worlds you love.
Like new book or old book? So I've never met a horse, but I was a big fan of horses my entire childhood. Without even realizing that I was. I try not to say horse girl as much as I can, but I was definitely a horse girl. Like, looking back on it, 90% of my toys were either dogs or horses. You know? I never had a single form of doll that didn't also have a horse. This is including Polly Pocket. They, at some point, came out with the first Polly Pocket set where she had, like, her legs could, like, split open a little bit. And she had horses, and I absolutely owned that set. In fact, I think one of the 2 Polly Pocket horses that came in that set, I have one of them sitting in one of my Polly Pockets nearby. Like, I had a Cabbage Patch Kids doll plastic horse where you could, like, play with its hair. I had a Barbie horse, like...
The trident is mine at last, and I couldn't have done it without your help, my dear.
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
Why not? Aren't you tired of following your dear daddy's orders?
No?
Oh, yes. We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to the dark world of the Heartless.
We cannot find the keyhole. The keyhole is not here.
What?
What?
Why, we have company. I'm afraid you're...
Welcome back from Walkies. McDonald's French fries have a good smell, I agree.
Daddy!
The trident. We must get it back.
Come on, let's go!
Wait, I'm going with you. My father is hurt and it's all my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stop Ursula.
We sure do. Let's go.
That's right. I'm right behind you, Ariel.
Now you can hit the button. Great. Ball pits? I feel like ball pits would be bordering on like that plasticky smell, right? Absolutely. You also don't have to feel bad for using Ariel here. There's only one Trinity, and you don't get white Trinity for like ever. Wow. He actually tells you to use magic on her cauldron. I feel like even knowing that, this fight makes no sense. Damn. I might actually use that Thundaga ring. I believe the crazy final Ursula damage is just a bunch of thunder damage. Lightning. Something. Like a freshening up with like putting fresh herbs on a plate to make it like pop. I could see that. In a lot of the cases, I think the recolors are nice. They really are, like in the original, they really are all just like the same 2 or 3 colors. It's sort of bummer. But then you see stuff like the Search Ghost and you're like, maybe not that one. You said south of the strip, and I'm so hungry. I thought you were talking about chicken strips. Yeah, I've never heard of the Silverton either. So if you don't live in Vegas, you really only know of like the really prominent, like the MGM and like the Luxor and the Bellagio and maybe Excalibur. You know, honestly, the recolors don't really, you know, do anything good or bad. It's just a, you know. They faced the problem of, like, what colors do you pick? I really like that these guys are yellow and orange, right? You don't want them to have any blues or greens because this whole world is just nothing but blues and greens. And the ones from Halloween Town being, like, orangey and stuff is also really nice because, like, that whole world is just gray. So, like, I like it. Some of them are just really jarring and I feel like maybe not as good. The guard armor, aka also the opposite armor in Traverse Town, I feel like was not a good choice. Oh, what the heck? We missed our ride, you guys. Meow? The behemoth color. You know, if the behemoth would have been colored the white and the blue that the opposite armor had, it would have been really crisp. But thanks for looking. Oh, Ashes. Just a girl in her WoW classic. Ha! Nerd. Oh, that's an interesting thing I just realized. You actually can't guard in this world. Like, I knew you couldn't dodge roll, obviously, but if you're not moving, you can't guard either. Because it's the descend. Which, I mean, obviously, duh, Rish, it's the fucking descend. Of course you can't guard. But still. Are you looking for a trash drop? Or are you looking for a boss drop? Because that feeling right there, Ashes, never goes away. Even in, like, modern retail, I do the same dungeons over and over again, and I still haven't seen some of the stuff I wanted. It's sort of dumb. But nature of the beast, right? Let's unlock the save point and I can heal up my friends. And then I can go the other way, and then we can fight the boss. Yeah, trying to get, like, the rare bosses is awful. I'm glad they stopped doing that shit outside of Classic. And here we have Ursula's a hall of manipulation victims. Which is kind of awful, but also kind of glad they included it. But they absolutely follow you. Like, they can't grab you or anything, but, like... Ah! Goofy! Always the goofy scare. These poor guys. They are kind of believers in their own right. But this is a good time to end this chapter of tonight. But just this chapter. So after the break, we'll go and do the fight. And then we'll do another fight. And we'll hopefully beat both of those fights and be in Neverland before we know it. But thanks for hanging out thus far. I appreciate it. I hope you've at least been enjoying the tasty jams.